Welcome, welcome. You have now joined a Jai session. We live with it, okay? You don't catch the live, catch the mother lover replay, okay? The rules is in the description as usual. This is gonna be a collective, so be open to whatever comes out. If it applies, it applies. If it don't, it don't. Leave it, okay? We just mixing some things up in here, mixing some things up, activating some things. While y'all come on in, come on in. Let's go. Let's get into it. It is a collective, okay? So let's get into it. Hope y'all are having a lovely, beautiful day today. I'm off today. I'm off, but I'm always working. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Let's see, what energy surrounds us today? What do we need to address today? Got stuff falling all on the floor, so that definitely signifies a need to be grounded. We should be grounding ourselves, okay? If we're not grounding, we're gonna be everywhere, you know? We're like balloons. If we have nothing to ground us, what will we do? Float away, okay? We don't need to float away. We need control. Hey, Timeo. Timeo. How you pronounce that? How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Hey, hey, hey. How I'm doing in the weather, baby? I'm in the house with the AC on. Anybody got time for that? I am in Florida. We do not have time for the heat. Hey, Rose. Yeezy. We do not have time for the heat. Okay? All right. So, 9 of Wands chopped out here, okay? So, somebody in here need to be persistent, okay? If you ain't persistent and consistent, baby, the results is not coming, okay? It's not coming, all right? The shit gonna be dead, all right? Without persistence, there is no victory, all right? 6 of Wands here. Talks about a victory. Speaks about you overcoming something, okay? Baby, I've been lost count, okay? I've been getting tatted since I was 18, okay? I'm almost out my 30s. So, yeah, that's a lot. All right? So somebody in here, y'all need to be working on your persistence, babies. Work on your persistence. We got the death card here, okay? Somebody in here definitely is afraid of change. I don't know for what. Without change, you will not grow. Without change, you will not experience new things, okay? You will not experience new things always being afraid, okay, about it. Or what if it doesn't work out? Like, what's the fun in that? What's the fun in that? Okay? What is the fun in it? You'll never know how you are supposed to approach things if you never approach them at all. Okay? Not every way that you're going to do something is the correct way to do things. So therefore, you have to make mistakes to learn, to grow, to try new things. It's a must. You're... Just for the collective now. So if it don't apply, let it fly. Oh, so we got the 7 of Wands here, okay? Somebody feeling like they about to just give up. What's the fun in giving up, okay? If you give up, you'll never finish, okay? How can you ever know what it feels like to be proud of yourself? Or how would you even know how it feels to overcome something if you never attempt to do it? All right. A lot of y'all are holding on to things that you need to let go, that you should have been let go like yesterday. And that's why you're not seeing your abundance. That's why you're not seeing blessings coming your way. It's because you are allowing this dead weight to just tag along and around you. That's not the business, okay? It's not a smart move. I need you to tighten the fuck up, okay? Seriously, somebody here need to rest. Seven of Wands came out. It speaks about your confidence being destroyed. You don't feel as confident as you used to. Baby, you cannot allow people to keep putting you in that zone and in that space to not be appreciative of yourself at least. Okay? You have to dismiss that energy that is around you. And a lot of times, people that are unmotivated, baby, if you put a bad piece of fruit around a whole bunch of good pieces of fruit, them good pieces of fruit are going to spoil like within days. Okay? So you cannot surround yourself with unmotivational people, people that don't want shit. You also have to understand that you can have dreams. You and another person can share the same dreams, but your visions are different. So therefore, you're going to approach things differently. What works out for them may not work out for you. Type thing. Okay? Come on now, collective. Working too hard, ain't resting. Ten of Swords came out here, okay? Y'all need to learn how to, So, I don't know who break up. What kind of breakup is peaceful? I don't know. That's only like in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Where two people break up and it's just happily ever fucking after. Hell no. This is a thriller. Real life is thriller, okay? It's always a fucking twist to this shit. There's always a twist to it, okay? And it's gonna hurt you, or it may hurt them. The separation, it's gonna hurt, but it's necessary. Okay, so stop holding on to dead weight. Stop holding on to things that is keeping you from moving forward. You're not gonna succeed that way. You're gonna stay stuck. And most of all, you're gonna stay stuck because you're not concentrating on you. You're supposed to be focusing on you and your come ups. Now, if you can balance helping somebody else come up while you coming up, then go. Kudos for you. But most people don't have that balance. Okay? So when things are starting to become a little more exhausting than it needs to be, and especially if it doesn't include you, it's not gonna benefit you, you need to learn how to fall back. Okay? You need to learn how to fall back. Collective. Seven of Swords here. Somebody finna be coming clean about something. Okay? Somebody's like, damn, I really done messed up. They've been rethinking some things and all of that. How they gonna do better. I see the bullshit coming towards you, collective. And it's like some people just have to repeat the same shit over and over again in order for them to learn their lesson, okay? Judgment card just hopped out of here. A lot of y'all are not answering your calling. And that is a problem. A lot of y'all have untapped talents that you're sitting on. That is a problem. Okay? You're wondering why you're not moving forward. You're sitting on untapped talents. That's a problem. Okay? Gifts, talents, like a muscle. You don't exercise them, you will lose it. That's just how it goes. That is just how it goes. You got the Empress card in reverse, okay? Definitely speak of a creative block. Like you're not thinking right. You got to get out of this funk. But the funk that you're in that funk because of the people in your environment around you. So, bruh, sis, what's up? I need you to change some things. You know what to change, but you just got to stop trying to please every motherfucking body. Because you pleasing everybody, it once was a time I see that it used to make you happy, but now you're getting fed up. As you should. Because why? You will continue to be used as you allow yourself to be. All right? You could be helping a motherfucker, but at the same time, you could be handicapping a motherfucker. Somebody just know, oh, they got my back, or they got my back. No, nigga, you need to learn how to be having your own back. Okay? What else I got for the collective? Movement. Chariot card just came out here. So if you're talking about moving, I see a moving forward. I see you having to cut loose of things that no longer serve your higher good, things that are blocking your abundance in order to move forward, okay? All right, Two of Wands came out of here. It talks about you making some type of decisions. You're gonna have to make the decisions that work out for you. Because at the end of the day, while you are trying to build a bear ass a motherfucker, they're not trying to put in that same energy towards you and building you and the things that you need to succeed. Okay? We're talking about grounding, foundation. All right? And if ain't nobody on the same page, maybe you need to change the book. Change the books though. All right? For real. What else we got, collective? All right. So it's like this energy of, oh, we could just make it work. Three of Pentacles here. Oh, we could just make it work. We can work together. We really can. But no, this shit, Strength card in reverse. It is draining the fuck out of you. And what I've been telling people for the longest, communication is a skill. Everybody don't got that. Okay? Just because you know how to talk and run your mouth does not mean you know how to communicate. Because along with communication is listening, active listening. You have to learn. If the pause ain't longer than 5 damn seconds, they ain't finished talking, shut up. Type shit. You know, you so in a rush to try to get your point across. Nobody's being heard. That's not communication. All right? So you have to surround yourself with people that are trying to work with you and not against you, collective. So we got the Hierophant card here, okay? There's a lot of learning that your ass need to be doing, and you need to be by yourself in order to learn, in order to heal. All right? It's also this energy of, oh, I need validation from my social superiors. If that's what makes you happy, okay. But that doesn't make the world go round. All right? You have to stay true to yourself and what is true to you. The rest will come. All right? You have to also understand that you ain't for everybody. And everybody ain't for you. I need you to understand that, collective. Okay? You ain't for everybody and everybody ain't for you. You do have to be alone to heal. There is no way that you can be active in a situationship. Heal yourself because you're so focused on somebody else's situationship. So, Ethan, the ignorance is not necessary. Okay? True indeed, when you are spiritually balanced, you already know that. You already know the second part of your, what it is, the third part. Yeah. The third part of your little sentence. Okay? So don't just understand, overstand what the fuck I'm saying. All right? Before you try to come in here, try to dictate some things, just leave. Just excuse yourself. All right? We do need to be alone to heal. Understand that? Even if you get with somebody and coexist with a person, you're always evolving, you're always changing. And if you have not healed from past traumas, that shit ain't gonna work out. Okay? It's not gonna work out. So, anytime, before you even try to voice your opinion, you should listen. Just what I just said, I was just talking about communication. Everybody don't know how to communicate. Okay? A part of communication is active listening. You have to listen. You can't assume that you know what I'm talking about if I had not finished my sentence. You get what I'm saying? So yes, it is necessary to be alone to heal. And a lot of times people do not find God until they are alone. Okay? So since you want to get technical, you're getting technical with a spiritual person. Feel me? Back again to the collective. Spirituality is everything. Boom. Page of Pentacles here in reverse. Somebody it's like a lack of commitment. It's the energy of a lack of commitment. Okay? Confusion. Ace of Swords in reverse. What are you confused about? What are you confused about? Let's talk about it. All right? The collective in here, y'all need to be focusing on your inner harmony, your peace, choosing peace over everything. You got somebody around you always causing conflict, always just trying to argue about the littlest things that really don't even make sense. You're just like, that, what we just argue about, we shouldn't have even argued about. You got to pay attention to the signs when it's time for space. Space heals things as well. You feel me? I wouldn't say that you came off in a bad way, but just, you know, no, we don't. We do not need to be alone. Like, it wasn't that you came off in a bad way, but you came off confrontational. Like I said, communication is a skill. Feel me? Communication is a skill. All right? So if you don't feel like it don't apply, baby. You feel me? This is a collective message, though. 5 of Cups here. Somebody in here is the energy of wanting to feel accepted. The energy of wanting to feel like you belong. All right? And because you are looking for that validation of other people is why it's like it's a personal setback. You know what I'm saying? You have to have more confidence in yourself. Stop putting all of your confidence in other people to validate how you feel and how you do things, how you move, how you make your decisions. You'll never get far that way if you're always waiting on somebody else's opinion on how you should make your moves. Okay? That's for the collective. Eight of Cups here. Speaks about abandonment. Speaks about disappointment. Speaks about the need to withdraw from what does not serve your higher good. Okay? This is like an all the time message that's always coming out. Why? Because people need to learn how to cut off the dead weight. Cut it off. Just cut it off. It's more easier said than done, especially when you are emotionally attached to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, I care so much about them. I don't want to hurt them. But what about your feelings? And are you hurt right now? Are they caring about healing you? And, are they caring about your feelings like you care about theirs? You can't be in a manipulative situation. That's like the gist of it all. Energy of conflict always like, nah. Yes, the sun. So when are you going to put you first? When are you going to choose happiness? When? You should have been did that shit like yesterday. Feel what I'm saying? When you don't put yourself first, you start to feel unappreciated. You start to feel like you're not enough. The value of yourself and your mental goes down. That's not what you deserve. You deserve way better than that. Okay, you got to call your power back. All right? We are human. We'll go through our moods of depression, anxiety, da-da-da-da-da-da. Those are like the natural emotions of a person and through daily stresses and all that shit. But you cannot stay in those spaces. It is very important that you call your power back and stay in control of how you think, of how you move. Stay in control to how you are affected by people and what you allow yourself to be affected by. Feel me, collective? What else we got here? Yes, Page of Wands. We got some new ideas. So when you manifest things, right? That is like action number 1. You're putting those intentions out into the universe because that's what you want, right? But you can't just say the words. You can't just say the words. You have to act on that shit. Okay? That's like putting in a job application and you're never calling back these people to see if, where in the process of them viewing your application they are. You got to chase it. You got to chase it. And majority of the times, people who are always giving things, they don't know how to earn or how to keep what they've been given, because they don't know what it feels like to put the hard work in to keep what they got. Okay? So you could be looking at somebody else's situation and be, oh, someone they people always got them, they people I ain't got people like that, But guess what? That should make your foundation even stronger, because you building your shit from the ground up. A lot of people don't think like that. Okay? Star card came out. Definitely speaks about hope. You need to believe in yourself a lot more than you do, collective. All right? 3 of Cups came out. So now, collective, calm down on the partying a little bit. You've been out there. You've been on the scene. You've been to all the concerts. You've been to all the clubs. Calm down with that shit for a little bit. Okay? You need to lay low for a little bit. You don't need to be on the scene all the goddamn time, okay? The time will come again, but let it rest for a little bit. Damn. Some of y'all need to learn how to stay in the house. Don't you pay enough for rent? How much you pay for rent? And you don't never want to be home? I guess. Any final messages for my collective? 7 of Cups here speaks about opportunities for my collective. Okay? Opportunities. But you got to be aware. Some of the Pentacles in reverse, you got to be aware of your distractions. All right? You got to be aware of putting in too much work and not seeing any results. Because then that means you need to change your approach to how you're doing things, collective. Feel me? Change your approach to how you're doing things when you don't see it working out. You know? It's kind of like you playing the lotto, but you play the same damn numbers. Excuse me. That sounded crunchy. But playing the lotto. Throat chakra blockage. Hold on. Well, excuse me. Listen. I don't know how many times I was finna say how you can keep playing the same numbers all the time on the lotto. I kept trying to say that, you know what I'm saying? So, for the person that plays the lotto and plays the same numbers all the fucking time, pick some quick picks. Okay? Pick some quick picks. Spirit didn't even want me to tell y'all that. Somebody finna hit big off of a fucking quick pick. Pick 4. Hell, I might even do it. Maybe that was why it wouldn't come out, because I'm supposed to be doing it and not letting y'all know to do it. But let me know something. Slide think of something. Okay. So if you go to the store today and you play a quick pick 4 and you hit, you welcome. King of Wands here speaks of the collective having this high expectation of an individual, and that individual not being able to perform to your expectations. But for some odd reason, you allow this energy to stick around you because they feel a void in you that you miss. Oh, they manipulate you but you like the attention that they give you when they do give you attention. But they manipulate you, and you know that. That's self-sabotage. It's not self-love. That's being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's not self-love. It's just not. We get some final messages for my collective before I end this bitch. Catch the replay if y'all have not caught it. If you have not subscribed already, subscribe. So you can vibe with me next time. What else I got for the collective? Listen, with this 9 of Cups in reverse, you're not focused on your happiness because you're so busy pouring all of you into somebody else. Focused on the wrong things, my love. Okay? So with this reading, it concludes to say that you need to be pouring more into you than you are into the other energy that is not even, they don't even come close to performing for you how you perform for them. Okay? So all that effort that you've been doing to show up for another mofo, excuse me, that was crunchy. But all of that energy that you have been exalting into a motherfucker, if the feelings ain't mutual, baby, let that shit fly. Okay? That's that. So, it's been real. It's been real. Catch y'all next time on the next live.